Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're doing some ranked again. As you can see, we have Zaya. We played with this guy a couple times before. Absolutely incredible. We get a hook onto the Piper, not a hook, a 4K. Things are looking good. Gray gets a pull off, but Zaya managed to slow and kill the Gray in a reverse kill. Absolutely insane. We just walk up to this Melody because we can kill her. There's not really much you can do. Not without her super. I'm back because I'm scared of the Piper curve, and as soon as I get at one-shot range, I walk up. After that solo kill and then the kill on the Melody, like, there's nothing Piper can do. Again, shout out to the GOAT. We played with Zaya a couple times before, absolutely insane. 3 for 3 win streak with them. And we dodged the Piper curve, land a poison onto the Melody as well as a poison onto the Piper. There's low, there's nothing they can do. We walk up and just kill them, and that's going to be a quick game 1. Alright guys, here we are in the second game. There's a couple of masters on the enemy team, so we really want to be winning this. We've been doing pretty great so far. Dodging the Grey Hook, got a pretty clean game 1. Piper gets aggressive on the, forgot the Mandy, and we do end up sniping that kill onto the Piper. We walked over to help out the Mandy a bit to make sure they didn't go down if the Piper got aggressive. And Gray's low, we just walk up and kill him. We super, wasn't really needed, but we also get another clean first round. This is looking crazy. Mandy gets a double tap off on the super. It honestly looks like they gave up at this point. Gray goes for a tap again. I know Gray can TP, so I make sure to keep the Mandy healthy and body block. And I go up, looking to get some value before I jump out. I know Melody is looking to super, and I also super to poison her, but I do miss a critical shot there. I get pulled by the Gray and also tapped by the Piper from the CC, and it's a 3v1, so it looks like we're gonna lose our first round here. Unless Zaya pulls off a crazy hypercharged super, but it's honestly better to just save it for the next round. And we're in the next round. We go for a bit of a lane swap, honestly. Mandy does better out in the open. And I can juke the Gray hooks. I don't even need the gadget. I know Gray can super, so I walk back ready to gadget at any time. Mr. P is overextended quite a bit, but we get a nice kill from the Mandy, get a slow onto the Gray, and also a 4K, and this is looking over, and we get another free win. Shout out to the GOAT, like every time we play with this person, like we end up winning, but that's enough glazing. Let's head into the next one. Guys, here we are in the next one. This draft went pretty bad. They went Ashe, Ollie, and our teammate decides to go Buster into that instead of like an Otis, instead of like a Chester, like literally any anti-tank, like a Lou or whatever. And I went Chester, not really good enough. Maybe like a Clancy would have been good here. But honestly, like there's 2 tanks and we really needed that damage. They last picked 8-bit, we had a Janet first pick. And Janet can't really do much here, like it's a bunch of tanks, like sure she can get vision and stay up. But like we just won't get any pressure. We trade with the Ashe. Now it's a 2v2, but again the team can't really do much because there's just way too much HP for a Janet and a Buster to deal with. Buster goes for the hypercharge. Honestly, a bit of a wasted hypercharge. Didn't really accomplish much. We already had position. Generally you don't want to super immediately with Buster because it also slows you down during your hypercharge. Janet gets run down. There's honestly not much a Janet can do. Like, she can super up to stay alive, but you can't get pressure. I know 8-bit can teleport, so I look to stay on the left side on his turret, and do get a poison off, but he still stays alive with just 400 HP. We get a kill, and I look to also kill the 8-bit. Unfortunately, I auto-aim the super onto the Ollie when he jumped, which targets the turret. And so he stays alive. We need a kill onto either the Ashe or Ollie. This isn't looking too great. They have tons of HP. Janet does go down. I look to push in onto the Ollie because I know the Ashe can still 1 or 2 shot me, and we just didn't have enough time to get that 4K off. Let's head into the next one. Alright guys, here we are on the next one. We really need to carry here because this draft went pretty poorly with the Buster pick into double tank. And so we really need to kind of pop off with our anti-tank here. It's kind of hard though because we're getting pinched a lot in a lot of 2v1s while my team's getting 1v1'd and 1v2'd. And I know this Ashe is up here, so I don't want to feed him a lot of supers. So I just look to, you know, stay up, heal up, regain control. I look to push into the mid, honestly, because we don't need the left side. I know he's in there, we just need the mid. And he goes for a hypnotize on me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the damage to take him down. And the Buster also goes down. And Janet goes for the fly. And ends up looking like she's getting pinched here, being pushed back quite a bit. Janet gets another fly though, and things are looking good, and I get value and a kill onto the Ollie. Also look to take down this turret, but we do go down to the Ashe, and Janet also goes down to the Ashe, but Buster gets the countdown reset, but ends up still going down as well. It's not looking too good here, honestly. There's not much any of us can do. None of us have the damage to kind of deal with like 30k damage or 30k HP. Chester doesn't have great DPS. He has great burst. And of course, Janet and Buster have no damage as well. So there's nothing really to do at the end there, even with hypercharges. But anyway, let's head into the next one. Alright guys, here we are in the next one. We recognize the Mortis guy. For some reason in our games, he always ends up trolling with a Mortis pick, just like the Buster did with the Buster pick into double tank. But he ends up going a real brawler this time, of course when they're on your enemy team. This game was a ton of delay, tons of freezing out. Like the game, there was no like actual like lag, but it was like the game would freeze, which you can probably tell from this recording as well, freezing out, which was pretty annoying. But we do end up, you know, grabbing the blue star, and so even with them having a kill or two or 1 star up, we're still looking good. I go to pinch this spell, but end up getting pinched myself, but D'Angelo does come up to rescue me. Again, still tons of delay as I'm indicating to my team with the lag emote. I heal D'Angelo through the walls. I didn't know that could actually happen. And I go for a pull. Angelo gets a kill and jumps out, but he does end up going back in and end up dying with 4 stars. Not ideal, but we can still definitely make a comeback as long as I stop having so much delay like this. Pell goes for some shots, does get marked though, and we are looking kind of on the back foot. Gadget out to get some damage and push them back. Get a nice fire from the Pearl to push them back further. I do get 4K'd, and Angelo is getting some nice pressure. They're low. I should be shooting here, honestly, to keep them down. I maintain that pressure. But it's kind of hard when the game keeps freezing. We get a nice triple tap gadget, secure a kill. I just need 1 pull, and I get it onto the slow, whatever her name is, Bonnie. And we end up taking the win with a lot of trades. Crazy pull at the end to grab the 1 player we needed. Let's head into the next one. Alright guys, here we are in the next one. Let's look to hopefully not have insane delay this match. I remember I did have so much delay, I couldn't even see the shots before they hit me on my screen. Like right there, the B shots actually didn't even show up on my screen before it killed me. Which was pretty annoying because it kept stuttering. But we do look to get some pressure. Angelo gets a nice tap, very solid kill. Get some nice value, but do take some shots and get low. Look to heal the Angelo. We have solid pressure, so things are looking good. All we need is just 1 pull to get those last 1 star we need to win. Again, tons of delay. I like to switch to the mid. because our mid is empty, and Bonnie donates me the couple shots I need to my super. I go for a pull, and we end up getting a nice kill. Unfortunately, it does break open our walls a bit, which isn't ideal because we had good position there, and Pearl does go down. B is getting some nice taps, and somehow does end up taking me down as well. Now we are down 4 stars, and we also kind of lost a bit of positioning. But Pearl gets some nice pressure, pushes them back, and things are looking a lot better. I remember I completely froze there, so I was just standing still waiting for it to pass. Get a nice gadget kill onto the Bell, but B comes in with a hypercharge and ends up taking me down. Angelo looking like in a tough spot here, very dangerous, but he jumps out. Pearl goes for a nice gadget, but unfortunately B just has enough HP to tank it. Now this isn't looking good. We have 14 seconds to kind of win the game. I go for a pull, but take the Bonnie instead of the B, which we needed. Look to push them back. They don't have enough damage. Bonnie doesn't have burst. Pearl goes in with the gadget. Angelo with the nice snipe misses his gadget, and he ends up still staying alive with barely any HP to take the win. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.